Hey guys, it's Robert from the Man Factory. Now, if you're someone who likes working out, chances are you're going to find yourself in a situation at some point where you don't have access to a gym or any gym equipment. In those times, you probably want to keep your strength and fitness up and keep your workouts going, and you might be surprised and encouraged just how many everyday objects and everyday situations present opportunities to get a decent workout in, even if you're nowhere near a gym. In my case, I'm standing right here in the woods beside our little cabin, and there's an abundance of stones all around me. That's something I can use. Whatever situation you're in, if you start to think creatively, you'll start to see things you can use to get decent resistance training in. In my case, stones are an obvious one. I've got a fairly large stone behind me on the ground here that you can see. I haven't weighed it, but I'm guessing it weighs between 40 and 50 pounds. And there are several exercises I can do just with this simple, heavy, awkward stone. So, I'll show you a few of those now. The first one, a little bit of leg training, is the infamous goblet squat. So I'll pick up the stone and get it up to chest height, get in my squat stance, and start repping out the goblet squats. Now, this is definitely better for my legs than simple air squats with my body weight, especially since I'm used to doing heavy barbell squats in the gym. Now, obviously, the weight of that stone is nowhere near what my body is used to, but it's certainly better than nothing. Another exercise I can do with the stone, and you want to be careful with this one, is overhead press. So again, I pick up my stone safely, keeping my back straight, get it up to chest height, and press it over my head. Now, don't be stupid about this. Don't pick a stone that's more than you can handle, and if the stone starts to slip out of your hands, get out of the way, because that thing could cause some serious damage to your head or your toe, whatever. I happen to be wearing a pair of steel toe boots right now, and these are added protection for when I do these stone workouts, in case I do lose control and in case it does fall on my foot. So, one more movement you can do with a stone, and this might sound kind of odd, but it does work, is curls. Most people would assume that you need a bar to do curls, or at least a set of dumbbells, but if you hold a stone down at waist height like this, you can actually curl it up and let it come down, and it certainly puts good tension on your biceps in the same way that a bar would. Now, it's certainly a little bit more awkward than a bar, but if you have to choose between doing nothing for your biceps or using an awkward stone, I would choose the stone every time. Finally, another exercise you can do is what I call the stone deadlift. Now, this will be easier or harder depending on your strength levels. In my case, deadlifting a 50-pound stone isn't going to put a tremendous amount of exercise tension on my back and glutes and legs and everything else that a deadlift works, because I'm used to lifting a lot more. But once again, lifting this stone is certainly better than nothing. So the way the stone deadlift works is pretty much like a regular deadlift. I deadlift sumo myself, so I'll just get in that stance here with my mid-foot kind of in line with the stone, go down into the deadlift descent position, and come up with the stone. So there you have it. Several exercises that you can do with the very simple, very common object of a heavy stone. Now, if you start to think creatively, there's probably a whole lot of other objects lying around your house or garage, wherever, that you can use to get in some good resistance training in those times when you don't have access to a gym.